Jimmy Fallon divorced the rumors and truth about his marriage to Nancy Juvonen. Is Jimmy Fallon headed for a messy divorce like everyone else in Hollywood? That's a question fans of the popular Tonight Show host have been puzzling over for the better part of a year now. On TV every night, Jimmy is as upbeat and vivacious as ever. But sources close to the comic say that he's been dealing with some major issues in his personal life. They've welcomed 2 children together, and Nancy is almost always by Jimmy's side at award show red carpets and other public appearances. But sources close to the couple say that their marriage is not as flawless as it appears. Last year, multiple outlets reported that Jimmy and Nancy had entered a rough patch in their marriage. The rumors began around the time that former employees accused Jimmy of creating a toxic workplace. Jimmy and Nancy have always had a contentious relationship, but it's been particularly bad recently, a source told In Touch in October of 2024. Especially during the writers' strike, they were fighting a lot, arguing over money, living arrangements, and his drinking. She's very controlling, and it's taking a toll. The insider went on to explain that Jimmy can be a great guy, but he has demons, and he can be selfish. Jimmy's drinking habits and love of partying have inspired numerous tabloid headlines in the past. And a second insider suggests that his late nights may have led Nancy to demand that their family relocate to the suburbs. While there was no real clear reason behind the family's decision to relocate to Long Island, the source believes it was Nancy's idea. Nancy and the kids spend summers and a lot of weekends at Sagaponack, says the insider. Unfortunately, the move may not have had the intended effect. The second source claims that Jimmy is a regular at several local bars and is always drinking and rowdy during his nights on the town. He would jump on stage and sing, take pics. He was not subtle, the insider claims. And the differences in their lifestyles have reportedly created tension within Jimmy and Nancy's marriage. Nancy has let him get away with murder in the past, the second source notes. She partied hard with him back in the day, and he always had a lot of freedom. But this is different. They're never together. The situation seemed pretty dire at one point. But a few weeks after In Touch's report, Life and Style claimed that Jimmy had committed himself to rescuing his marriage. The outlet claims that Jimmy has put in the necessary work in order to become a better husband and boss. Jimmy is turning over a new leaf. He apologized to his staff, is making family time a priority, and has sought out counseling to change old patterns that don't suit him any longer, says one insider. Jimmy is implementing morale-boosting programs at work, staff dinners, group yoga classes, activities that will regain the trust of employees, especially the ones whose feelings were hurt, the source adds. He may have faltered in handling certain situations before, but he's all about learning from his mistakes. It's possible that Jimmy's PR team devised his redemption narrative. But whatever the case, he and Nancy are still married more than a year after the divorce rumors started.